Without question, the longest living musical connection I have today is with Johnny Dandy Rodriguez. He's been a friend of mine and an inspiration for 45 years. Dig it. 45 years. And we're still here to talk about it. We survived the bad days. We're YouTube guys, and Johnny is a reborn YouTube person. He is he's an inspiration to me today. We did something just a short while ago at my house, a small little ditty where he wasn't there to show like Flash or Speedy Gonzalez. He was there to show riffing. And people have, almost 5,000 people have already watched this clip on YouTube. Oh, 9,000.
Almost 9,000.
Fix that in the mix, brother. Almost 9,000 people have watched this little ditty on how to tastefully riff on bongos. And it's been discussed and debated on the internet, and it's just the beginning of more things we're going to do. But this is a trip that I've been anxious to make, to come out to Las Vegas and see just a new side of Johnny Rodriguez and the optimism
and
friends. And coming out here, I have met a whole new group of people, all inspiring. From 93 to, I don't know, is Franklin the youngest here, about 28 years old, and everybody in between. And Johnny, I'm really grateful for you putting that session together for me.
Thank you, Martin. It was a pleasure. This has been a great couple of days. And tomorrow is still, I think, it's going to be the heaviest. If anything, tomorrow will be the icing on the cake. But
it's Rumba Sunday.
Rumba Sunday in Summerlin, which is a
all-white
senior citizen, all-white neighborhood, okay? So hopefully I'll be living there Monday. But it should be fun. I mean, the vibes here are great right now. You know, a lot of energy in the room here, and it's beautiful. Everybody's happy to meet you, and you and I. You know, I think you've had a nice time meeting some of the guys, the local guys. And surprised that they were all pretty well doing okay. Everybody's working here, doing different things. We have like 10, 15 guys here. One guy's playing shows, one guy's doing rock, one guy's doing salsa, one guy does a rumba. So there is work out here, and there's a nice bunch of guys hanging here. And they've been beautiful. They made me feel very comfortable here in Vegas, man.
Well, I traveled around to various parts of the country. I've been to Miami, and certainly I live in New York. I've been to California, and I would say from my experience and recent experience that I have found here more employed musicians than Latin musicians than in any other part of the country.
I agree with that 100%, Martin. You know, right now Vegas is so the spot. It's the spot now, and there's so many shows here. There's clubs and hotels opening here every day, and they're always sticking a percussionist in there. All these guys are playing. You know, some guys do this type of work, some guys do that type of work because of their age or whatever. But there is a lot of work here. So right now, I'd say I hate to say it, it's more work here than New York, probably in Puerto Rico. LA still is a little busy with the salsa scene, but over here it's not only salsa scene. Over here you got the lounges, you got the shows. So there's a lot of happening here. I mean, to find a 92-year-old man like Darius still playing here, that's great, man. That's really great to see him still playing here, you know. And the spread of what the mixture of what's going on here, it's so heavy, man.
Well, I'm impressed. First of all, you have done some of the most prestigious work in Latin music. You worked for over 30 years with Tito Puente. That's who you were working with when I first met you. You moved over to Tito Rodriguez for a minute, and you came back to Tito, and you enjoyed the fruits of the highest earning period in Tito's life when he streamlined the band a bit, but then up to be able to work also in higher paying gigs than he was accustomed to before. I know you love that kind of a vibe. Stu Jackson's efforts with Latin Jazz Giants, which is a great band, is still showing some sign of life, though economics make it a challenge.
Yes, it's hard, you know, and I mean nowadays so much easier to move 6, 7 guys. Airfares are so expensive. Hotels have gotten ridiculous, man. But, you know, I still feel that there's a market enough to do. You can't play every weekend with that type of band anymore, but you definitely could do 40, 50 gigs a year, colleges, jazz festivals, a little Europe, maybe a little trip to Japan, performing arts centers, and I mean, every time you play a gig for those people from before, I mean, they enjoy it. Unfortunately, there's not that many left. They've all passed on,
Yeah, but it's certainly a previous generation that enjoyed that music.
But through various things that are happening, and a lot of the old people, the young people have gotten interest now, have interest in learning, the roots of the stuff. So I think that I wouldn't say you could make 10 bands of that size anymore, but there's room for one good band to travel around representing that side of our music life. That's about it. I have nothing else to say right now.
Well, I'm really happy that to come here and to find such an upbeat attitude on your part, and to see the support that you enjoy from so many new friends, and your legacy having been one of the leading Fania recording artists during the 70s, having been leader of Tipica 73, which went to Cuba to make some history. You left a legacy that I think another generation of musicians worldwide has come to enjoy.
I'm getting a lot of respect lately, Martin, and the YouTube and the computer has helped a lot. There are people now knowing more about me and what I did and what I represent here. For a while there, before the YouTube and computer scene, a lot of the old guys got lost. With all these new great players coming up, but they kind of forgot about the guys who, I don't want to say started this, but the roots of the playing that the guys are doing now. But lately, through these new clinics that everybody's doing now, these workshops and stuff, there is a interest in the real McCoy style of playing now again,
So I have my fingers crossed, and I have real great hope that there will be a resurgence of this great music.
Yes.
Because I remember when I went to Boys Harbor for the rehearsal that you did prior to a Chicago appearance.
Right.
It almost brought tears to my eyes to hear that kind of music.
I mean, it's great. I mean, it's great for us. We have a ball playing it, I mean, and we see that people love it, and the young guys, young people love it. It's just that it's not. You don't hear it on the radio anymore. It's kind of lost. Unless we push it, it's lost. Lucky that through the computer now you find things, and I mean, really, the computer has helped us a lot.
I think also I've been too busy to partake in it, but internet radio kind of levels the playing field and brings more music to more people.
Yeah, what I see on the computer, playlists of different DJs in Australia and Colombia and Bada, and they have the Latin Giants or still Tito Puente or still Tipica or Dandy's Dandy. It's great that they're still playing that, and there is interest out there for that stuff.
So I'm going to say that I'm going to cast my vote for the future and say that there definitely is a great tomorrow ahead for the music that you represent, and through your friendship and your input and your mentorship, you've enabled me to grow Latin percussion.
And especially being now in Vegas. I find that Vegas has helped because Vegas is happening and people are coming out here. Everyone, just like you came, many people are coming out here to check it out, see what's going on. And when they come there, they leave impressed. That there's so many people working, like you say, and there's so many guys doing so many different things here. And it's great, man. It's great. It's like the way the city was years ago, New York, Everybody was doing this guy was doing a show, this guy was doing charanga, this guy's doing a rumba. It's happening here in Vegas.
And I felt it all this afternoon when we met at the University of Las Vegas to do what I would call a historic recording that Joe Madera came in from Denver just to conduct this. He wrote the music for it, and it will be part of the 7th holiday CD from Latin Percussion. Thank you, Johnny, for being all you are.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you very much.